With a cast like this movie has got to be one of Netflix's best. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel, and this is my review for the new Netflix film, Triple Frontier. This film stars Oscar Isaac, Ben Affleck, Charlie Hunnam, and it is directed by J.C. Chandor. This is a movie that is about Oscar Isaac's character who is trying to track down this drug lord of some sort. He ends up recruiting his 4 best friends who served in the military with him, and they all have a separate distinction of the different skills that they have. For example, Ben Affleck's character is very good about planning. He knows the ground plans. He knows how to kind of get in and out, and what is the sequence of events that need to happen as they are trying to go throughout the mission. Pedro Pascal's character fly planes and helicopters. Charlie Hunnam's character is more of the military operant guy, and they are trying not only to track down this guy, but they are also trying to get money that he has, which is millions and millions of dollars, and that they decide to do this job on their own, and so that way they can also get rewarded. And this could be finally the last time that they ever have to do a mission where they have to take out a big baddie. And I gotta say, this is a film that is quite enjoyable, to be honest. I felt like the 2 hours were very nicely paced. I felt like the movie had really good rhythm, and I thought that it was pretty entertaining, and I think the performances as well really carried this film. I thought Oscar Isaac was fantastic in the lead role. Ben Affleck was really good in this film, and his character has an interesting type of arc. Him and Oscar Isaac's characters are the only characters that actually have arcs throughout this film where they have moments where they change. But everyone else in this movie kind of seems like their characters are very thin, and that is one of the negatives into this film, is that I felt like some of the characters just stayed being one thing the entire time, and you never really got to see who they were, like where they came from, what their perspective was, how they view things. And it's really about Oscar Isaac and Ben Affleck's characters, and about how they are dealing with the world around them and dealing with this mission that they have to go through. But overall, it was quite an enjoyable film. I thought the cast was great. I thought the chemistry was very good, especially I like the chemistry between Garrett Hedlund and Charlie Hunnam, who played brothers in this film. It just felt very real and authentic, and it made me think back to my siblings and the fights I would have with my brothers, or like me being there for my brothers, because at the end of the day, when you're brothers, you're going to fight, but you always have each other's back, and you always want the other brother to be safe and to be careful. Another problem that this film suffers is that this movie, it does such a good job in the first act establishing itself. In the first half of the movie is actually very well done, but it starts to fall off a bit at the end. And the second act has this falling out moment where it's just like we see the characters and they're trying to run and hide, and it just always seems like there's never enough source material there to kind of keep it more interesting. It's just more a lot of dialogue, and you see almost the same scenes play out over and over again for 20-30 minutes straight, where they're trying to just get away and they're trying to be quiet and trying to get to the ocean that they need to get to, so that way they can get on a boat and get away from the South American border that they're in. And that's the one problem, is I just found myself towards the end of the movie, towards the end of the second act I should say, just kind of bored. I kind of felt like it was just falling off. It started losing my interest and my focus. And if the movie could establish what it had in the first act moving forward, and keeping on the same pace and the same rhythm that they had, beat for beat, and maybe cut out 10-15 minutes of this film would have been a lot better, and it would have been easier to watch. Another problem that this film struggles with is there are never really any stakes in this film. The mission that they go on, the central mission that is supposed to be the central mission of the film, is really quick. They make it look so easy that in reality it would never go down the way that it did. And I just never felt the true stakes. They were running and always hiding, but I never felt like they were truly in trouble or in danger. And that's the biggest issue about this film, is that I want to feel those stakes. I want to feel that this mission really is hard, that no regular Joe Schmo can go in there and do what they have to do. But the movie just made it seem so easy and so ridiculously quick that it just didn't line up to my expectations of what it actually would be like in reality. Because I've lived in a Central American country. I know a lot about gangs and gang violence. And if anybody was to go down there and try to kill, a notorious gang type of leader, it would be a lot harder than the way that they make it seem in the film. But other than that, guys, I mean, this is a very interesting film, and it's very unique. And I like what is presented here. I love the cast. I do like the source material a lot. I actually think it's a very interesting premise about these 5 war veterans who, want to make a better life for themselves, and who are not only trying to do that, but they're also trying to show that they can still do it at the age that they are in. And I just found myself to be very interested in Oscar Isaac and Ben Affleck's performances, which really carry the movie. So if you are looking for a good Netflix movie to watch, I definitely suggest you check out Triple Frontier. It's on Netflix now, and it's a pretty decent military thriller type of film. I think you'll have a lot of fun with it. Anyway, guys, what are your guys' thoughts on Triple Frontier? Let me know below in the comments section. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel for more content, and I will see you guys in my next video. Goodbye.